When it comes down to it, I openly admit that I am a paper snob. I'm also a writing instrument snob. It's not just any pen that I use. It's one that means a lot to my mind, body, and soul. And these writing instruments have traveled many, many years with me, some almost 30 years. It's a snob situation, and yet when you look behind the snob, you see that there's a journey. And you've done things with that journey. And that's why I try to invite, inspire, and empower others to put their words on a page. And I hear all the same excuses as to why people don't want to do it. I'm afraid someone's going to find my words. I kind of like that because I wish I had those words from my mom or my father. I don't. I've only got my interpretation of what we had as a relationship and what happened to him after I got married at the age of 18. I spoke with them, but I didn't experience it. And they didn't write things down so I could continue growing with them. That's why it is so important, especially today, to share your story or somebody else is going to write it for you and they're not going to get it right. Hey, it's Arrow, and this is The Daily Mess, a chronological walk through an everyday world. I am a daily writer, a silent wolf. That means I stand on the edge and I observe. That means I stand on the edge and I observe. I listen. I participate in conversations without being the conversation. It's an amazing journey if you just allow yourself to stand on the sidelines. This is The Daily Mess. You know, there's nothing worse than getting to another empty page and the writing instrument isn't moving. Have you been in that situation? Just go write something down and your hand is going, because you don't know what you're going to put on the page. Is it fear? Is it doubt? Are you shaming yourself? It's like, okay, why do I think I have to do this? But really, there's nothing worse than getting to another empty page and the writing instrument isn't moving. The mind is trying to keep anything negative completely at bay. And if it's too positive, is there a lesson to be learned and at what time? A stream thinker, that's what I am. That's how I describe what it is that I do. A stream thinker is you write as it's entering your mind of right now. Stream thinking and learning how to trust your ability of being a stream thinker. When it comes to talking, we don't think about it. We just talk. Sometimes we say good things. Other times, not so much. So why can't we do it with writing as well? These are fast-paced thoughts that rarely have roots. Therefore, to plant an idea is going to require a physical presence on a page that can't sit empty. And I'm so guilty when it comes to being bothered by individuals that shrug their shoulders and follow it with a, I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? Ooh, that's my dad talking right there. What do you mean you don't know? Son, you have to know something. Dad, I don't know. When the mind and ambition reach that empty page, getting into the system of choice requires a need to know why movement needs to be the adventure. We can't be bumps on the log. New studies show a growing concern for young adults who are staying inside their homes with absolutely no need to be with other people in the community. They're on their smartphones and other digital devices. No need to go out there. I'm okay in here. Each of us have the energy and the ambition to fill a page, even if it's doodling. Saying, I don't know, means the lights are out. That's not how we're supposed to grow forward. Take that, I don't know, and put it on a page. What don't you know? Why don't you know? How can we make sure that you do know? You've got all this technology around you to know. Why aren't we activating what you already know so that you don't have to say, I don't know? I'm Arrow, and that's The Daily Mess.